Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my live feed. Goodness. We got quite a wide range of things to wrap tonight. Getting closer to the time that I get out there and do my flight. Hello, James. Marlon, nice to see you. I had a young lady tonight challenge me. Says, if you're the real Santa, tell me what I asked for and what is your address. North Pole, Canada, HOHOHO. I thought everybody knew that. Then she said, well, I'll give you a hint. What I asked for starts with L. Well, there's a lot of toys that start with L, but the one thing that I do know is she asked for Lego, so that made it easy. So she shouldn't challenge Santa. Santa knows. It was my pleasure, Amethyst. I love that name, Amethyst. Beautiful. Silver Shark, hello there. So I'm going to actually, I'm going to take my glasses off. My glasses are, believe it or not, they're not for reading. These are not reading glasses. They're for distance. So I don't need them when I'm trying to work close up. And as you'll note, I'm not wearing my gloves because the electronics just don't like white gloves for some reason. So I'll refrain from doing that. Okay. Let's get some of my tools out. It's getting close, isn't it? Everybody's all over the place trying to get last minute things done. And slowly but surely, it's going to get even more and more challenging. You know, it's the older children and the adults that I find challenging, especially when they ask for apparel. So I try to come up with innovative ways of wrapping. There we go. Okay. A lot of people are now using the gift cards. I'm sure you do too. But I never give gift cards by themselves. They either go in a stocking or they end up in part of a gift that's, either handmade or something that's somewhat pretty, and it just adds that little extra. Nick's coins, Nicola, Nikki. I love that name. I know you're there, Marlon. So, okay. For instance, I have someone that likes Starbucks. What I'll do is I'll take a box of chocolates and I'll put it on like that. Oh, that's double-sided. Aha! I forgot I had that tape. That's good tape. Okay. Oh, I think that's a great idea. Miss C decided to come up with an idea of these pre-made boxes. Kind of look like my waistline. You open it up and look, it's empty. It means I'm hungry. I'm going to take, I wonder if that'll fit in there. I hope it does. If not, I'll just take the other box off. Oh yeah, that's okay. I don't need that. Yeah, they are very nice. These lovely little things are called reading socks. If none of you have ever had them, if you happen to be around the house, instead of always having your slippers on, they come extra padding inside, and a lot of them come with grips so that when you walk around the house, you don't slip and fall. And they're extremely, oh yeah, they are very comfortable. Oh, I'll put that in there. I'm gonna put some paper in there too. That's for a guy, so I'm gonna pick something appropriate. Regular tape. The yeah, that's the pre-cut tissue paper. Makes things a little bit easier to use. Okay, and yes, I could probably get away with just wrapping it like that, but you know what? I always go overboard. It's one of my joys, making it more challenging to open them and not knowing exactly what they are. So, what shall I wrap that in? Oh. Oh, that is quite nice. And you know what? I'm going to have to make some room here. It's getting to the crunch where I have so many. Actually, that pile there has got to go out Saturday night, Sunday night. I'm going to go out. I'm doing a special walkabout, which is unusual for me. I'm going to do a walkabout in my neighborhood. And I've got a lot of young elflings, and their parents want to see me. So I'm going to visit them. And come Sunday, after we have our gathering online on Mayor videos, I'll do the walkabout, and then I'm going to take a flight out to part of northern Alberta, where I've agreed to drop in on a family unexpectedly. The children won't know I'm coming. The parents know I'm coming. And every once in a while, I'll do that. I don't do it often, but in this case, I'm going to do it. I think I've got way too much paper here. Yeah, getting a red book. I mean, the 2021 red book should be good for a little while longer, but I actually I traded my 2021 red book in for an older one because I couldn't get a hold of the red book with the large print. So I was trying to squint to see what I was doing. So this year, unfortunately, where I'm living, I can't get the large print red books. And that's something I'm going to try to get this year, is the 2022 large print. And just like you do in the United States, Canada, we get our updates for the Charlton books. And I'll have to get the new one of those. And talk about keeping it in the family. I just pass it on to my grandchildren. Yes, Santa has grandchildren. Santa has all the children in the world, actually, when I think about it. Oh, good for you, Jack. Kindness definitely goes a long way. have friends that, to give without expectation is something so special. I'm not talking just at Christmas, but all year long. I have friends that actually will show up at my house and help me out without even me asking. They'll just come to the door and they'll go, "Well, what do you need?" And it's extremely kind of them. Oh dear. I'm actually expecting one of my favorite elves, a little rainbow unicorn, to show up today because she has promised to make me a big batch of my favorite oatmeal cookies. Now, I do like the hot chocolate chip cookies right out of the oven, but there's something about oatmeal cookies. Not with raisins. Raisins I'll eat, but I prefer them without. With a nice cold glass of milk so it doesn't detract from the taste of the cookies. Even though I do like the occasional nice cold glass of eggnog. It's good that you made that 500 mark, Jack. So did any of you, besides Marlon, get over to Tripwire's channel? He's quite an interesting fellow. Yes, it was a fun giveaway. I really do love Tripwire's enthusiasm. You know, enthusiasm comes from the Greek and theos, meaning inner God or inner spirit that motivates you. That's so much similar to Christmas spirit, to the enthusiasm of getting totally involved in the holidays and spreading the joy amongst other people, not just yourself. And it's especially important through your family and friends. I mean, that's the most important part right there, is the family and friends. When you know somebody that needs a friend, or needs a little Christmas spirit you need to share, by all means do it. This is especially this time of year. This is a good time to do it. Oh, that's a double-sided. I'm going to use that double-sided tape. Yes, that's really sticky stuff. I always put extra tape on the bows because they always have a tendency of coming off. And I need tag. Marlon, if you're here, can you drop that Tripwire's link? I got you there as a mod. The dropsies tonight. Here you go. Thanks, Marlon. Oh, that's nice. Oh, see if you can see that. Oh, that's kind of bright, that one. There we go. Now it's going. Oh, my goodness, that is bright. Let me change that a little bit here. Oh, isn't that cozy? Huh. That's better. Okay. Can everybody see that? Yeah. This one is going. I can't see it. It's going to Jean. It says Joyeux Noël, Jean Père Noël. It's going to a French lad. Thanks for stopping in, Heavy Meadow Detective. I won't be able to get into the evening one tomorrow. What is that? Tomorrow? Oh, that is tomorrow. I might be home for that. I do have some deliveries I have to make out of town, but I'll certainly try to get back for it. What time is it on there, Marlon? That turned out okay. Oh, wonderful. I think you can still get the link there if you want to come up live there, Phil. Oh. Oh, I'll fix that. $7 p.m. Eastern. 8 9. Oh yeah, I'll be back by then. Yeah, I'm actually heading to a little village by the name of Thorhild, which you probably know. Ah. Oh, this one's smaller. Will we be able to get away with that on this one? Ooh, I won't. It's too fluffy. But that's okay. I have other boxes I can use. Gotta love recycled boxes. Hello! Welcome! We have Lillian and Eli watching. Hello, Lillian and Eli. How old are you? I'm sure you've been a good little boy and girl. I hope I got that right. Both a boy and a girl, or two? Yes, 7 and 8. Great ages. That's a fun age to be. Phil, you'd break my knee. Even Mrs. Claus doesn't sit on my knee anymore. I knew, boy and a girl. Have they given in their list? I haven't checked all the lists, so maybe I'm going to have to check the list and see what they're looking for. Or you can tell me right now. What would you like for Christmas? I'm in the wrapping room, so I'm nowhere near my book. Oh, yes. Let's pick a really nice. Nice and shiny. You know, in most cases, there's really I'm of the belief that there's no such thing as a bad boy and girl. Maybe misdirected, but overall, there's nothing like a child. And especially at Christmas time, it's a chance for them to really experience the Christmas spirit. A dinosaur toy, or dinosaur toys for Lillian, and a dirt bike. A dirt bike? Eli will do what we can on that one. There's lots of different types of dirt bikes. Oops. I missed something. Detecting Daddy is a bad boy. Are you snitching on him, Phil? I'm sure you are a good boy detecting Daddy. This package is for a lady. So let's see how elegant I can make this. I thought so. Oh my goodness, yes, that's going to be plenty. I'm really surprised to see how many children are asking for coin albums this year. I'm actually rather pleased to see that. You know, Santa is a bit of a numismatist. And it's so nice to get them, especially, you know, if you have the albums, it's easy for them to organize. And they're not that expensive. Capital Currency's in the house. Hello there. Welcome to the wrapping room. I hope this year to, once I'm on my off days, I'd like to take metal detecting to a different level. A friend of mine has got a book on ghost towns in Alberta and British Columbia. And I would love to be able to do some metal detecting in some of these places. I'm sure that they've been well gone over, but you never know. I mean, you never know when you're going to find those little hidden treasures. I mean, young Alex Archbold from Curiosity Incorporated, if you ever get to see his channel, he built an addition onto a store, and when they took off the top layers of topsoil, the soil that was sitting along the side, of course, with the spoil sitting there, he was walking by, and what does he find? Glistening in the pile, without even a metal detector, a gold coin on a ring with other silver coins. He automatically, this is how good he is, he automatically got a hold of the local our local metal detecting club, and they came out, checked it, and they found all kinds of little things. Fucking old coins and buttons off of Mountie uniforms, early Mountie uniforms. So there are places out there that you can find things, and it's just a matter of having an idea of what was there before, and think about, well, what's the possibility? You know, if that was an old saloon, could be old coins. It's a town in British Columbia called Carmi. It's a ghost town. I'd love to check that one out. It's off the Kettle River. And that was an old mine. Again, that's a for those that are just collecting coins and they've never experienced metal detecting. It's the two kind of go hand in hand, especially when you get into it. And it's amazing the stuff that you can find. Lillian, Santa Claus is real. He's real as the... Think of it this way. He's like the torch that holds the light that lights up the darkness in the wintertime. He's the one that helps cultivate the Christmas spirit. And if you hold Christmas spirit in your heart, Santa Claus is real. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. Nick Bullner is in the house. Hello, Nick. Oh, is that my elf? Santa dog has just gone crazy. He's my watchdog. As gentle as can be. Not bad. Now, let's see what we've got for a tag. Oh, Eli. You know, you'd have to go back a long, long way. Santa Claus can be taken back all the way to the 3rd century AD. We're talking 1800 years. Long, long time. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's prettier. Nope, that'll do. That's exactly that elf that's coming in is going to make cookies for me. Oh, yeah. That turned out nice, too. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put a Papa G. Very nice to see you. Welcome to the wrapping room. I'm going to have to check on my elf here. I'm going to put an email in chat.
Santa!
Yes. My favorite elf.
Hi!
Hi. You're going to make me cookies?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Are you on live right now?
I am. Say hello. You see?
Hi! What are you doing?
I'm giving them my email address here.
Josh is here too. Okay, we came to say hi.
Santa will do as the best he can. I'm going to deal with my elves who have just come in and see what's going on with my cookie situation. And we will be right back. Enjoy the music. I should be able to turn that music up a little bit so you can enjoy it. And Santa's back. I am. Thank you. I had to get my cookies and milk. Oh, that's so good. I'm only 49 away from my 500 on the channel. And when I get to the 500, I will be doing a giveaway. And I hope it to be one that people will remember. Outstanding. Yeah, it's getting close, all right. I hope in the new year, once the new Miss Maniac comes back and takes over, he can come up with some innovative ways of entertaining people and getting them to share in the adventures. Well, that would be very nice. Thanks, Marlon. Yes. Mm. So I had one of my elves gave me a lamp. Interesting lamp. Mrs. Claus looked at it. She looks at this thing. She goes, "Well, how do we light it?" I said, "First things first. You're not setting me on fire." Apparently, it has to be plugged in somewhere. I have to figure out how to plug that in. But interesting. Yes, the return of the skipper. I think some of the adventures I'd like to see do is visiting the Winnipeg Mint and possibly get someone down in Ontario to send some videos of the Royal Canadian Mint in Ottawa and really show the Canadian side of things. Wait a minute. What am I going to do with you? And I got you too. That's a challenge. Okay. I still like to see the format with going through the history through Canadian numismatics, but even take it a step further. Perhaps even going on some adventures and seeking out information about different areas of Canada and the world. I mean, we can look at the United States and Great Britain and all over the planet. One of the countries that of course, through Silver Tea is on a regular on many of our channels. I don't see a lot about New Zealand. And New Zealand's one of the most beautiful countries I've ever seen. And I'd love to see more on the history of the New Zealand coinage and how it ties in with their country and their culture. I think one of the things that strikes me, I'm going to dwell on New Zealand a little bit here too, because it was so impressive. How many of you ever watched the New Zealand haka? It's one of the most impressive dances that I've ever seen, especially for all the different occasions, whether it be for sporting events, funerals, whatever. They are just amazing to see. And I'm wondering if they have any coinage on that sort of thing. Well, thank you, Detective Daddy. Detecting. He's Detective Daddy, the father PI. Oh, I can reverse that. Huh. Yeah, I can reverse that. That'll work. Yeah, I'm hoping to have a better setup for sound and for camera this year. And I'm not sure if you know that, but also we have an alternate channel. It's called After Service Adventures Canada, and that one there will be specifically about old guys trying to relive their glory days, trying to get out and do things that they shouldn't be doing at their age, but they're going to try anyway. And that includes trying to get back in shape. Adventures like whitewater rafting, jumping out of perfectly good aircraft, going to the range, hikes, mountaineering, whitewater rafting, you name it, whatever we can do physically to get ourselves able to do, we're going to do it. Just for the sake of being able to do it. Because life does not end at 65. Oh, I'm very pleased to hear that. Nothing like the magic of Christmas time. I like being able to do this for the coin collecting community because in the world of St. Nicholas and especially going online, uh, a lot of the Santas that are out there use it as a seasonal career. Well, even I've done to a small extent, being part of West Edmonton Mall's Santa's group. But a lot of them are going online and they're charging people anywhere between $50 and $150 for a half an hour to chat with the children. And I thought that was, I mean, if people are willing to pay it, fine, but not in my mind. In this community, we should be able to give without expectation. And especially in this environment that we're in now, it's nice to at least being able to see Santa one way or the other. Oh, thanks for throwing the link up there, Marlon. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that there's actually an association of worldwide Santas where they provide training and support for any person that wants to become basically what they refer to as a seasonal actor. And it gets to the point where I showed Mrs. C that they have an annual cruise. They call it the Santa Cruise, where they all go up to Alaska, and it's quite interesting to see that they maintain character the entire way there and back. Huh. Sounds like Game of Thrones has just been turned on. BC Treasure Trails. Hello there. Shut up. Good night, Detecting Daddy. Thanks for coming. Okay. This is going to look kind of strange, but I'm switching phones. I'm going to be glad when I'm on my camera. There we go. This one. There we go. That's better. Wonderful. So what's new with you, BC Treasure Trails? What are you up to? I think. Would anyone like to come up? Oh, I like that. That's perfect. Hello, Jason. It's a nice tag. I think that'll go over really well on this particular present because it has Christmas trees on it. The coloring is just perfect. Okay, that's sticking to me. Get off my fingers. Oh, hello, Santa puppy. How you doing? Yes, that's my boy. You want to get in there? Go on. Want to get in? Go on. Am I in your way? Go on. Yeah, lie down. Yeah, this two-sided tape is really good for the bows to strengthen them so they stick. Because that sticky backing they have is just not good enough. Okay, that turned out nice. Okay, I've got 2 more to do. There we go. Oh, I think that'll just be the right size. Not seen it yet. Oh, I think so. Let's check this out. Will it make it? Will it make it? Oh, wait a minute. I can fix that. I can fix that. It's definitely milk and cookies. Don't want to detract from the cookies with anything else. I think this is the first year that Santa doesn't want a coin for Christmas. I've got to the point where the coins that I want are just too expensive for the family. So I won't put them through that. Would like camera equipment is what I'm looking for. Stuff for vlogging. Because if I'm going to go on any adventures, whether it be metal detecting or down the road, I even want to try a little of the hand at the magnet fishing. But I would really, gold panning too is another thing I want to do. But I want to get out and do some searching. And searching, also going to places like when they start here in Canada. Get back to our coin shows and going to various places. Like I went to Curiosity Incorporated there last week. It was a lot of fun. I want to be able to do things like that. I'm really goofing on this one. Red Dirt Productions, welcome to the wrapping room. JP Lawns and more. Very nice to see you. But yeah, different coin shops in and around. I'll start off here in Alberta, and I'll work my way across the country. We had some really good brick and mortar stores, but a few of them have actually, because of our health situation, had shut their doors, and they closed out completely. I showed up there and it was closed. South Edmonton Coin and Currency was one of the ones that shut their doors, and that was actually quite a good coin shop. And another one would be that's still there is Beck's. That's on. There's a Beck's shop on 124th Street near. I think it's 104 Ave. Think on this. 101. Yeah, 104. And there's another one on 50th Street. That's a Beck's. I think that's the better one because it's got more coins in it, but a lot of antique stuff. If you're into making displays like me, those antique shops are great. Because one of the things you can do when you get into exonomia is anchor your coin collections to items that have a relationship to the coins that you're displaying. Now, in my case, I collect military related coins. especially those put out by the Royal Canadian Mint. They had a fine selection, and granted the premiums are high, but you're not getting them for the investment. It's because of the artwork and the meaning behind them. So, and that's part of what's fun about exonumia, is that you can do things like that. I'm gonna grab my little camera here and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, now there's the military. As you can see, I did some models up in bronze. I have a bronze statue in the back, and the coins are anchored to the display items. Same with up top. Anything that has a relationship to the coins is in there, whether it be plates or memorials or hat badges. And that's a fun part. I think that's for me, that's one of the most enjoyable part of coin collecting, is being able to do up the displays. Not everybody does that, but it's one of the options you have. Now, I see people who do a lot of metal detecting do similar displays. What is it called? General Digger? He's got, if that's the right name. I'm trying to remember. General Dighole? Someone correct me if you can remember. He did these beautiful tables that had a glass top, and he put all his findings. And of course, where he's living, he's finding Roman coins and all kinds of neat things. But that's one of the things you could do, is display them that way. I mean, even out here out west, I know a lot of folks with it. A big thing to find is an intact horseshoe. And I've seen lots of guys and gals putting them up as a display item because that's something they found. It's historically significant to the area that you're living in. So like I mentioned earlier, I've stopped doing any of the metal detecting right now because all I find in the snow banks are jingle bells. There's nothing else lying around. No, the elves are pretty good with the tack. General Dighole, that's it. Yeah, I really enjoy watching his videos as well. I think that's one of the beauty about being in my situation, is I can actually peruse the YouTube channels to find those that are really putting the effort in and providing content that you can learn things from. The Hoover Boys. I have to admit, I really like the Hoover Boys. Hello, Kelly. Okay. Given the trouble I had with that on the back, that actually turned out pretty good. Can you imagine what would happen if you did metal detecting here in Canada and you found Viking or Roman, oh heaven forbid, Roman coins here? Say right here in Alberta, someplace obscure, like north of St. Albert. I think you'd be famous. Those are all. Yeah, that is a fun time in your life and something to hold on to. It's I'm curious because my family's quite extended now. It reaches all over the world, really, and Mrs. C, she does the baking, and I end up when I want to relax doing the wrapping. Yeah, no kidding. An axe and a sword with it too. Mm. You know, I've been doing this since August. Any wonder I hide down here in the wrapping room to relax for a while. That's cute. Okay, that's a good one. I'll use that tag there. Yeah, I have a video to personal video to put out tonight for a couple of young children. Looking forward to. Hello, Tina. Welcome to my wrapping room. I am. I'm having a really nice night. Just relaxing with my friends, doing a little bit of wrapping here, hanging out with my puppy dog. Oh my goodness, I got a giant bucket of bows. Let's reach in and see what I can get. First one. Well done, Santa. I will use that one. All right, where are you hiding? I had you. Oh, is that you? Yes. I have a double-sided tape that is really good for sticking bows on. Like I said earlier, the tape that comes with the bows is just not sufficient to stick to the. Oh, my puppy's name is Lightning, even though he doesn't really look like a lightning, but he has a lightning bolt across his snout. He's a German Shepherd Lab cross. He looks like a lab, but when he starts molting, all the German Shepherd comes out. So he does a lot of shedding. But he's one of the kindest, sweetest dogs I've ever had. That'll do. Oh, this is going to be cute. I have a young lad who likes Star Trek. So we got him a pocket watch that opens up. It's got the Star Trek insignia on there. Chain, that's kind of neat. Well, I certainly hope so. Just reflecting on how wonderful it was to get homemade toys. I mean, there's lots of beautiful toys out there, but there's something about a homemade toy, especially when you realize that it was done by a parent or a grandparent. I mean, Santa likes to do the wooden toys and whatnot too, but they're not as popular as they used to be. But I remember many, many years ago watching my father make me a toy. And I've never forgotten that as long as I've lived, because he was down in the basement for weeks working on this thing. And it probably wouldn't be an appropriate toy nowadays because of all the safety issues that toys tend to have. This one was a wooden fort that had a working drawbridge, and it had all the ramparts. It looked more like a Wild West fort than anything else, but it had those places and miniature little cannons that fired projectiles. They were metal cannons, and you pull them back and had a spring, and they fired it. Really, that would not go today, but that's the sort of thing they did. And all the little soldiers and all this stuff. And he put his heart and soul into it, and I must have had that thing for 20 years. Finally, it fell apart by just wear and tear. And one Christmas, I decided I would reciprocate and do the same thing, and I did it for my son. And I believe that probably was the one he would always remember, because they know that you're putting your heart and soul into it, and it's something that you just can't forget. Oh, I still need a little bit more of that. Yeah, it was like my mother when she used to do the knit sweaters and whatnot. Granted, for kids, the sweaters weren't, the exciting thing about Christmas. But there's something I'll never forget because it was so nice to get such a meaningful gift that you could use, inside out, you know, great for the cold weather up here. That's very true, Kelly. The technology has really taken over video games and PlayStations, and yeah, it's quite a bit different. I mean, you mentioned to any of our, well, even if I were to talk to my children, grandchildren, or great grandchildren about what it was like before we even had cell phones and computers in every home. I mean, I remember it. If you're lucky, you might have a portable typewriter. And, if you happen to have a home-based business or something, you might have an answering machine or something set up for faxing, like an actual home fax machine and stuff. But gosh, I can remember going back probably way before a lot of you. I remember when I used to listen to the radio, and we didn't have a television, and we had a telephone, but it was a party line. So, when you had to listen to the number of rings to make sure it was for you, and you never knew who was listening or not. It was a completely different world. And you go back each generation, those little things kept changing and changing and changing and changing. And it wasn't that long ago before we didn't have cars. We didn't have electric lights. We are very fortunate to live in the times we are. One other thing you never hear anymore, parents calling their children in because the street lights went on. It's time to come in. You never hear that anymore. But they were innovative too. The children, they weren't caught up with all these luxuries. A lot of them went out and made money, whether they were paper boys or cutting grass or shoveling walks, or at Christmas time, children Christmas caroled door to door, sometimes with, a lot of times without their parents. They'd have a cup in hand and they would go to each house. Sometimes they would be given a hot drink to drink. The parents with them, they got a special drink too. And in a lot of cases, all your Christmas money to buy for your parents and your siblings came from your Christmas caroling. Gosh, I remember working nights in a bakery. I think I was 13 years old. And I was making bread. And I would make bread all night long. I would catch probably about 30 minutes shut-eye when I got home and got to school all groggy-eyed and whatnot because I'd worked the whole night. Get through school, have an hour or so to sleep, and get up again and go back to work. And somewhere in there, I managed to get some of my homework done. Unfortunately, not as much as I should have. But yeah, something you'd never see nowadays. We got child labor laws now. But there are ways, so many ways to make a dollar. Yeah, it was a whole different world. Oh, so do I. Yes, the radio contests. Absolutely. I think the best job I ever had as a child was I was a pin boy in a bowling alley. Back in the day when they didn't have automatic pin setters, they used kids. And they come in and bowl their games, especially you wanted to get in there for league play because that's how you made most of your money. And, if you went through a night and if you made $5 or $6, you had a lot of money. The other thing too, the perks on that was you got to play all the bowling you wanted for free when the leagues and stuff weren't playing. You just set for each other. Oh, not to mention babysitting. Babysitting was really good. Well, depends on who you got. I babysat on a New Year's Eve for this family. They had a radio. That was it. And nothing in the house to read. It was New Year's Eve. And I was making, if I remember right, it was good money, 35 cents an hour. But it was the most boring night I'd ever gone through. You know, it's memories like that, though, that make life worth living, because you can look back and go, wow, okay, I did that. And it was rough at the time, but you know what? I wouldn't have changed anything. Okay, that's a little gaffer. Put that over there. Now I've got one that's a challenge. I think it's time for a joke gift. One of those kind of gifts that I like at least getting one person every year. What do I have that will make that more interesting? Excuse me, I'm going to go search in my storage room and see what I have. Oh, I love doing this. Okay. So, what do we have here? Exactly. Yeah, we used to do the same sort of thing. Okay, how do you spice up a gift card? Are we back? I just lost everybody. There we are. Can everyone hear me okay? Oh, I will. I would take an empty box. Always wanting more silver. Hi. So I'm going to take my empty box. I'm going to take the gift card, tape it to the box, fill it full of noisemakers, whatever things I can find. And that way, when they pick it up, they'll have a little bit of weight. Oh, is that the sticky stuff? Yeah, that's the sticky stuff. I'll put the two-sided tape on there. Yeah, I've done the candy canes already. I got to be careful about any foodstuffs though, because Santa Puppy likes eating candy up from under the tree. Let's see up here. There we go. Can you hear me okay now? I'm back. Aw. Okay. That was supposed to stick, but it didn't stick. Why didn't you stick? noisemakers. And hide it. Don't pack it too tight because I want them to be able to shake it. But the coup de grace is going to be the way I tape the box. Now, did I remember to brand? I can use Scotch tape, but there's nothing like a real heavy duty tape, the packing tape. Yeah, okay, that'll work. M&M Prospecting. Welcome to the wrapping room. Oh. Good. It'll throw them off. I've got one more gift I have to do. I may have to do some more shopping. It's for a lady who is just about due. She doesn't collect. I wish if she collect coins, it'd have no problem. I have to come up with something that's unique. Not a shower gift. I want to give her something that's going to help her relax. Besides a sleeping pill, because she'll need it after the first few weeks, unless, of course, her husband does some of the night duty. Oh, those were the days. She's from the Philippines. Maybe a Filipino dessert or something. Comfort food. I got to come up with something unique. That is so true. That is so true, Kelly. The younger children, they have more fun with the empty boxes and the wrapping paper than they do the toys. And really, when I reflect back, so did we. I mean, we used to take, especially if it was a big box, and we happened to have a snow-covered hill, we had an instant toboggan. No. Where art thou? Oh, there it is. Got lots more paper over here. Oh, yes, absolutely. Forts were a lot of fun. You know, I think this might be my last one. Not the last one, but the last one for me tonight. Because I'm thinking that I should check on some of the other channels and do a little bit of rating tonight. On Sunday, I'll be on Mayor Video's channel in the morning. And then come noon, we'll be delivering presents to all the children in our village. I've got a crew of elves that are going to help me. And they carry the gifts to the front doors, which is a little bit different than going through the doors with a magic key or down the chimneys. This is where I'm actually going to say hello to the children before Christmas time comes along. Let them actually have a chit chat with me. And there are drawbacks though, because boy, oh boy, do they ever feed me good. Last year, I never ate so many milk and cookies and chocolates and cakes and eggnog and milk. Oh boy. I swished and waddled all over the place. I wasn't moving fast enough to burn it off. I think it's going to be a wonderful Christmas special with a lot of very nice people. Okay, this looks very festive. I think he'll like this a lot. This young man I'm doing this present up for, it likes hunting. And I've already warned him to stay away from my reindeer. And he's complied, thank goodness. Yeah, this is the first Christmas that I'm going to enjoy where I actually have a fellow cook in the kitchen that's willing to take over from the old guy here, because for the last nearly half a century, I'm the one that's done all the Christmas cooking in the family. Well, that's not for all the else, just my immediate family. And it's getting to the point where it's getting to be a little bit of a chore. So now that the family's expanded a little bit, and we've got so many people showing up at the Claus house, I actually can enjoy a little bit more of it. Probably you put in a full night's work and then you have to do all the cooking. That's, I wouldn't say all. Mrs. Claus does the baking part. Okay. All right, that's not too bad. Have a great evening, Kelly. Thank you for coming. Okay, that's simple. That works. Okay. This is looking very, very nice. So with this, just find a bow. And make sure we get the right stuff. Yeah. Two-sided tape. Oh, that is really sticky. And I have the last one done for the evening. Oh my goodness. See if we even have anybody left in here now. Oh, just two. All right, folks. Thank you for joining me. It's been a nice, peaceful evening, relaxing a little bit. And have a wonderful evening, what's left of it. And Merry Christmas. And we'll see you over the next few days, either here or on one of the other wonderful channels. And don't forget, check out Mayor Videos on Sunday. It's going to be quite a fun party. Take care. God bless.